It looks like we hit a gold mine when it comes to the Switch 2 and various rumors across the board. We got a whole lot to get over, so let's break this all down. Up next. What's going on, guys? It's Kalo, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and welcome to the Weekend XP Share. So, day by day, we're getting more Switch 2 rumors. And as that comes, it looks like, or at least by the surface, we're gonna be getting a reveal sometime soon. We got official word from the boss man himself that the Switch 2 is indeed on the way, and a reveal will, that's the key word, will go down this fiscal year, meaning before March of 2025. Please don't wait until then. Now check out this here tweet from David Gibson, which is a translation of this massive Nintendo report. Quote, in the results call, when asked if the next generation console was a brand new or, Furukawa answered, quote, Switch Next model is an appropriate way to describe it. Man, oh man, does it feel great to talk about something fun for once this week. Now, this is pretty big news here, because for so long we've speculated on all different designs and iterations for this console. I think it's no secret by now, but Nintendo is one weird company, and sometimes that's really good, and sometimes that's really bad. But they could have taken this console in so many different directions, and seeing them taking this route and improving on the existing Switch model is the best possible option in my eyes. Let's compare this to consoles like the Game Boy to Game Boy Advance or the DS to the 3DS. These are examples of consoles that took that OG formula and improved on it. But not only that, but each of these consoles included backwards compatibility, and that's for the prior generation. So this could be a feature that is implemented in the Switch 2, which again is a great sign for the console. And I gotta admit, in the past, Nintendo has been pretty good on this front as far as backwards compatibility goes. So I did have some faith in them in this regard. But hearing this news just builds up my hype meter even more. And now to even further my excitement for the Switch 2, we've now gotten more leaks. And it looks like these might be the leaks we've finally been waiting for. When a console like this first starts to come around, we are often chomping at the bit for tech specs, because these kinds of things matter. Now, thanks to the good old FAMI boards and tracking of shipments of parts between Nvidia and Nintendo, we got a whole lot to uncover. First things first here though. Here's your grain of salt, but not too much this time around. I only say that because these leaks are verified information, which can be seen by the public, so take it for what you want. Now you guys know me, I probably don't understand what half of these words and numbers mean, but that doesn't mean I can't root out some things. Now my eyes gravitate towards the 12GB LPDDR5X RAM and 256 UFS internal storage. See? Kalo, no big word. Now, offering up that internal storage will help with load times, and that's great to see, seeing how the Switch was kind of lacking in that department. Now, 12 gigs of RAM is a whole different story. The OG Switch has 4 gigs of slower RAM when compared to that of the Switch 2. That will have damn near triple that with even faster RAM. And to pit this console to the current competition, the Series S only has 10 gigs of RAM. So again, that's a major improvement. Now, for reasons I'm admittedly too dumb to explain here, the Switch 2, by strict power level numbers, sits just above the PS4 while in handheld mode. And I think that's a perfectly fine spot here, especially when you look on titles that shipped back on that console. I'm looking at God of War 2018, Ghost of Tsushima, and things like that. And those games hold up insanely well today. So, you understand, imagine taking those games with you on the go. Yes, I know we got the Steam Deck and all that, but just throw me a bone here. And since this is the Switch, we gotta talk about docked mode here, because I'd like to be led to believe this will be a feature of the console as well. From what I've heard, a nice range to put this console in would be the PS4 Pro and the Xbox Series S. And we haven't even began to factor in this whole AI upscaling thing with DLSS. So that could even take this console to the next level, as if things couldn't get better. Now, when you factor in Nintendo getting their hands on that type of power, with the IPs like Mario, Zelda, and even Pokemon, you can't help but be so hyped for this. But with all that being said, I'm gonna pass this question off to you guys. Upon hearing all these Switch 2 rumors, how hyped are you for this console? For me, seeing all these shitty headlines lately, it's just good to talk about fun stuff like this again, so hopefully, knock on wood here, shook the whole desk, but hopefully this is the start of a fun wave of news. But that about does it here. I've been Kalo, I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content, drop a like on the video, and this has been the Weekend XP Share.